Jazakallah. In the name of Allah, the Rahman, the Rahim, Lord of the Day of Judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of higher management, head of the departments, faculty and staff, it's my honor, it's my duty, and it's my pleasure to welcome the speaker, the trainer, coach, and thought leader, Mr. Mike Lippman, Namal University, Mianwali. We are immensely pleased and profoundly gratified to have you here, sir. Thank you very much. We are honored. Our esteemed guest, Speaker Mr. Mike Lippman, is President, Founder, and CEO of Mike's International. Thought leader, goose-bumping, motivational, and keynote speaker, moderator, storyteller, certified NLP, MPM, CBT, life and success coach, obsessive standard American accent modification, elimination and clear speech therapist, national spoken English trainer, official member of International Human Rights Commission, IHRC. Mr. Mike Lippman is world-renowned transformational speaker. He is brand ambassador of more than 36 companies in the world. Recently, he has started training projects with Gulf countries. His services are mindset revision, sales motivation and leadership, neuro-linguistic programming, mental technology loss, growth and success development, corporate culture rehab, communicational tools training and development. And his vision is harmony among human masses, having diversified cultures, creeds, and religions. He is an exceptional training expertise. He has an amazing entrepreneurial experience. He has attended multidiscipline, 100+ conferences and on early education, business ideas, psychotrauma in kids, economic sustainability in a globalized world and mental world. We are fortunate to have him here to give a well-awaited talk on success mindsets. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our honorable guest speaker, Mr. Mike Lippman.
Really appreciate it, Irfan, for this marathon introduction. So I'm really so comfortable here, if you don't mind. So I would love to interact with you. I'm really so honored, really thrilled, and really proud like to have you guys like in this amazing training seminar. Yesterday I had a long travel. This was 9 hours traveling. It was so long, but it was so interesting as I got in this place. It was really mesmerizing. And my energy level was really at the top. I enjoyed every bit of it, right? So last night it was great. Hospitality showed up by like Risha, maybe he's sitting up here. Thank you very much for everything. So today is so special for me in my life as well, because I could have some very intelligent people out here. And as Sasha told me, like we are accumulating amazing talents out here, and they're going to be the world's class leaders. And pretty sure I would add something to your information, and I will try to share something what really can help you. And I'm pretty sure if someone is attending my 2-hour seminar, or if someone listens to my 2-hour talk, it's quite hard though, like listening to me for 2 hours. But if someone tries in days to listen 2 hours, so I'm making sure it would be more than any 2 years top university education. I guarantee, so your today's takeaway would be definitely, must be at the top end. Because I believe life is not about history, it's not about making histories, it's all about making memory. So today we will accumulate a lot of memories for the life and future. So I had a humble beginning. I grew up with my sister, and right now I'm going through some setbacks. My wife passed away, so I have a very youngest girl, Picchu. She's growing up, she's now just 3 months, and just after going back from this seminar, I will go back home and I will see her. So I'm recording a lot of messages for her. She got a very special life, and because as she born, I was not over here. I was in some training seminars. I was training Indians, corporate CEOs in Oman. And the time she born, and when she born, she lost the first loss she's been through. She lost mother, and I was not over here, so I could come back and I could see her. So plan was totally changed. So it's amazing to be here again. And thank you very much for receiving me, especially for giving this very special time. So I would request you, especially young people, if you can stand up for a moment. And we have a little exercise. And it's quite simple and easy, I'm sure. You will enjoy it. It's for the young people. It's all about mindset. It's all about mindset, how do you feel about yourself. So just imagine there is a bell, okay? So you are at the door, okay, of someone's home, and the bell is really on the top. It's maybe 50 meters on the top. And I would request you to please ring that bell, and you can jump up as much you can and try to ring that bell. Okay, 1, 2, 3, yes. Great job, great job. One more time, it's 50 meters, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, yes. Looks so good. And now imagine that bell is just on 10 meters, okay? Okay, it's on 10 meters. So let's try again. 1, 2, 3, yes. Have a seat, please. Thank you very much. So it was all about mindset. Once I told you the bell is on 50 meters top. It's at the 50 meters so you stretch very high and you put a lot of efforts to ring that bell. When I asked is just 10 meters, you jump a little, not that much. So this is a mindset. If you know your goal and your dream is too high, okay, so you jump very high, and if you feel your goal or your dream is so low, so you stretch a little. So this is the two mindset we were talking about here. So there are overall 29 mindsets. We will discuss a couple of mindsets today, but we're not going to talk in details. Once upon a time, there was a guy. He went in Pakistan and he started off his business. I was going through a lot of success. He made a lot of $1 million. He earned a lot of money. And he was going through with his brain. So one day he decided, okay, I need to stretch myself and I need to start my business internationally. From locally to I need to go for branding internationally. So I decided to go in the US. So there was one thing with him he was suffering from, he was unable to speak English. And anyway, he decided and he went to United States, and once he got there, it was very tough decision because he was unable to speak English. So out there, one of his mentor friends told him you need to hire one interpreter or the trainer with you that help you to speak English, because finally you have to stay here, so you need to learn. Ultimately, he hired one interpreter and a trainer, and he had some miseries. He told the trainer, okay, I will learn English, but tell me a few words because I don't want to speak wrong English. I don't want to be listened wrong. I don't want to be perceived wrong or incorrect with people. I just want it to be perfect. So don't tell me anything which I can't do. So tell me first, like, because I want to stay here for long, so first I have to order my food. So please first tell me how can I order my food. He said, okay, and he told him 3 words. Remember, he was not interested. He had feel inside that I can't speak wrong English. I just want to speak 100%. Well, so the interpreter told him 3 words: hamburger, French fries, and Coke. Hamburger, French fries, and Coke. And he was cramming 3 words: hamburger, French fries, and Coke. Hamburger, French fries, and Coke. He crammed 3 words. And the very next day, when he was at the restaurant, the lady came and said, "Sir, how may I help you? What would you like in your breakfast?" He said, "Hamburger, French fries, and Coke." Well, in lunch he ordered the same, and for the dinner he ordered the same, and he was eating hamburger, French fries, and Coke because he was not ready to make any mistake. He wanted to be perfect while he was communicating. So, well, after 45 days he came back to the interpreter and I told him the story. "Sir, I'm ordering the same food, hamburger, French fries, and Coke for my breakfast, for my lunch, for my dinner. So please change my food. I messed up my stomach, so please change my order." He said, "Okay," but he said, "Remember, I don't want to speak wrong. I don't want to speak any word incorrectly in front of people. The people will see me that I'm making mistakes. I'm speaking wrong English. I can't manage all that. So please tell me something what I can speak perfectly." He said, "Okay." He told him 3 more words: egg, toast, and juice. Like the order was changed this time. And he went back to the restaurant, and the lady waitress came and asked, like, "Sir, what would you like to eat in breakfast?" And he said, "I would like to eat egg." Okay, egg. And she said, "Sir, we have different type of eggs. We have boiled egg, we have omelette, we have French fluffy kind of egg. It's a Spanish omelette. I personally like it so much." So he said, no, I need," because now people were looking at him, and he said, no, I don't need that, I need toast. His wife, because he was more sure, like, I don't want to speak any wrong word, and he has only 3 words in his mind. So then he said, "Okay, I need toast," and the lady said, like, "Okay, sir, we have different types of toast. Okay, we have a white toast, we have a plain toast, we have different kind of toast. So which toast you would like to order?" And he was now panicked. He was looking around. The people were looking at him. He was so worried, right? And he said, no, I need juice. And she said, "Okay, sir, we have different type of juices. We have shakes, we have tomato juice, we have shakes, mango, oranges. What kind of juice you would like to drink?" And he looked around. The people were looking at him. He was so panicked. He was panicking. He said, no, hamburger, French fries, and Coke. We don't want to change. We don't want to grow. We don't want to try new things in the life. And I'm telling you, if you don't try new things in your life, you will never learn, because learning only happens when you fail. Failing is a guarantee. I love failing. Failing is a lesson. Your success is hidden in your error. It's hidden in your failures, because you learn from failures. You can't learn from your success. So failing is a great thing. So you're going to be so lucky if you try new things. So people are so scared. They try new things, okay. They don't want to try because they don't settle on their old stuff and things. They don't want to try anything new. If you don't want to try for something new, it means you are fallen in the fixed mindset. It means you don't want to grow. Another mindset is if you want to try, you're ready to fail, and you get crazy, you want to do something different and more for your life. It means you're a growth mindset. So this is what happens with us. Everybody, we don't want to try new thing, and we just get settled. We go for the settlement. We want to do what everyone is doing. So your success is not waiting for you at that moment. You only get success in your life when you try new things and you're going for something new in your life. If you are thinking differently, like Mike Littman, always thinking differently, always thinking the next step, always do something new and bigger. If you are doing what everyone is doing, and you see around everyone is doing, and you're going to do the same, you will have the same results. You can't have different results. So that's fine, you gotta do different. But don't go with the wind, don't go with the flow. Leaders always create something new for their life. Because as a human being, you are not born like everyone is doing. You are born to do different and something new and can create a better and different results. One of my students asked me, so I'm going for a PhD to US for engineering. So what's your message for me? I said, okay, it's very simple. They will ask you one question, that why you come into the United States? And your reply must be that I'm dreaming and I'm passionate for making this world a conducive place for my next generation. It's very simple. Your life is a gift, and you have to transform your life, and you have to make this world a conducive place. You are indebted to this nature, because nature is working 24 hours. You're getting fresh water, fresh air, a lot of things you are blessed with free of cost. So what are you paying for? What you doing for this nature? So you are born to work 24 hours a day. You're sleeping or you're working. Like Alma says, like people, and I personally believe in, you can't grow and you can't be more successful in your life until you're believing just in working hard. Working hard is not enough. It's very old dilemma. Like people are really working more than work hard. So some people, they work hard and they are not successful. A lot of people, they work from heart. Still they are not successful. And some people, they are working smart. Still they are not successful. I'm going to tell you one thing. You got to work workaholically. You got to work in all your waking hours. Like the nature is working 24 hours. So you are born to work for your dream, for your mission, for your vision, 24 hours. You are sleeping or you are working. You are sleeping or you are working for yourself. Not actually for yourself, actually it's for the nature. Actually it's for the humanity. Actually it is like to making this world the world's best and the conducive place for the next generation. It's our birth responsibility as we born with the reason that we're going to make this world a better place for our next generation. I don't believe in accumulating resources and kind of things. Life is very temporary. By birth, you got some very special responsibility. I want to tell you a story. There was a young guy. He was just 6 or 7 years. I don't know why all great stories happen in 1950s. This is a 1950 story. The young guy, one day, he came to home from school. He knocked the door. The parents came into the door. They opened and they told him, "We won't allow you to come and stay home. Please get out." What will happen if you go home? Imagine you're just 11 or 10 years, you go home, you knock the door and parents can, "Hey, get out." From today, you're going to manage your whole resources. You're going to manage your fee, you're going to manage your food, you're going to manage everything from yourself. Definitely nobody would like it, and it never happened with us. So the young guy was so busy, he accepted the challenge. He said, "Okay, I gotta manage my life. I gotta manage each and everything, but I just need your favor, so I just want to stay home. Okay, so please give me my room. I just would stay at home. I would just sleep out there. I won't eat your food. I won't get your money, pocket money, or I won't get anything from you." There was an agreement, and he started to search for work. He was so young, 1950s. He was searching work everywhere. No one was ready to give him a work. One of the really got a job, and he started to throw the newspapers for some news agency. He was throwing newspapers in the morning, and after, the morning time, he was going back to school with his backpack. So he's been doing this for a couple of hours, and he could save $2,000 US in 1950s with 2 years continuous efforts. It was amazing for him. And then he decided okay, if I would sold this money, okay, so my money would be ended, what I have saved in 2 years. So I need to invest this money because I want to produce more money with my money. I'm going to tell you here, there's a law of saving money. Saving is not the money that you, if you have income, you have money and you consume all the money, and the money, the leftover money, You have in your pocket, you feel it's a saving. No, that's not a saving. Saving is a money. You receive money and you appropriate some money first, and the leftover, like you use it for your life. That's the saving. Well, so with that saving, he invested that money. He went to different hairdresser shop, and out there he bought some machines. He spent $2,000 and he bought 5 machines, and he dropped the 5 machines on the different outlets from the different shops, and people were getting massage with those machines. By end of the day, like every day, he was going to the shops and he was checking that meter, and he was getting money 50-50 with that. So he got some entrepreneur mindset and he started to work. And the first $2,000 he could save in the first 2 years, and now he could save $2,000 just in 6 months. And he said, wow, the great outcome that he decided to invest money, and he bought more machines and placed it on the different outlets, and he was getting more money. The next 2,000 came just in 3 months. He was getting better, and better. Then he invested all money, and he got like money, he got income. It's the highest level of income just in 2 or 3 months. He was getting rich. He was the first person in his street, in his territory. He bought the car, he was so happy. And the people were looking at him, wow, this boy is doing great. This boy is doing great. One more thing he did later on, he quit from school. He said, okay, I think I need to study more about how to earn money. Because this question isn't there. How many students are sitting here from the business discipline? Yeah. You would never read this question that how to earn money in your books. I'm so sorry. And this question is nowhere in a curriculum all over the globe. People are doing it emotionally. Even parents are not telling you how to earn money. They are telling you how to study more and more and more and more in the teachers. Everyone. They're telling you, hey, you need to study more, you need to earn more money, but nobody tells you how to earn money. So that guy started to study some material, some research of the people who already been successful earning money. He started to study to the top successful people in the past. He was reading now the successful stories. And he was looking up when he bought a new car. So after buying a car, people look at him and say, wow, he's doing great. People talk to him, can you please help? We have money, so can you invest our money in your business? Now people look at you, you get success, people start believing more in you, they start counting on you. So people say, okay, please invest my money, okay. And he said, okay, I will invest your money into my business, but I will charge commission. Now he was charging to 30% commission on the total investment. And just after 1 year, he started off a new company, and it was 100 people company, just in 1 year. And after 5 years, he had 5 more companies with, say, 100 people. So 500 people were investing for him. And now he was just learning a couple of things. How to invest money, where to invest money, what's the right time to invest money, how can I earn more money. He was just learning, he was just questioning, and he was just reading these papers, like how to earn money. And later on, he became the world's successful person. He became the richest person in the world. I'm pretty sure, like his name, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett invested his 95% of his personal income from his total income in Melinda Gates Foundation. And Melinda Gates Foundation, the wife of Bill Gates, she is like spending a lot of money on the food and education and health, like in the developing countries and the poor countries. And with 5% income, I was just checking up the list of the richest people. He's still number 2, just with 5%, just with 5% income of his total income. My goodness. So there's a lot of things like here you have. So it's a mindset. You can really work on yourself. You're going to be the most important project in your life. You need to invest more in yourself, your time, money, and energy. And you need to think differently. Again and again, I'm talking to you. So you need to question yourself. 3 questions are most valuable questions you need to ask yourself. That what I want to be. This is the most important question. Most important question. What I want to be. The second most important question you can ask yourself, that what I'm doing for what I want to be. And question number 3, what better efforts I'm investing into it to become the person I want to be. So it's most important. I don't believe in I am what I am. I believe in I am what I want to be. And I approved it. I had a dream when I'm so young that I'm inspiring lots of people all over the globe. Most of the time when I'm sleeping and I'm dreaming, there's millions of people there sitting around me and I'm sharing my speech. This is only a place that keeps me alive. I love to speak. If you're doing something but you really love to do, nobody can stop you. Even you can't stop yourself, like to become that person. So you are born to make this world a conducive place. There's some very special reason. Everybody carrying one very special muscle, very special talent inside you. Okay, so motivation, is most important once you are totally committed to your dream, to your goal. If there is no motivation in your way, it means there will be no action. And remember, motivation is not something like you came into the seminar, you took a lot of motivation and you have a great takeaway on your list. Motivation is not permanent. Motivation is just maybe for a couple of hours, maybe for 1 hour. It is just like you are taking shower in the morning and maybe after some time you need another shower. Maybe you take 2 or 3 times shower, not in winters. So you need more and more showers because you want to stay fresh. Okay? Likewise, you need motivation because we unfortunately, we clutter ourselves. We fill ourselves with a negative energy. And it's just like we get a lot of dust from us and we have to rinse it off to stay motivated. Stay motivated is most important. It's your personal job. Motivation never comes outside. It's a very internal core value. If you really like your dream, if you're doing something, what's really making you world class and the most impactful in your life, you won't quit. Every morning, your dream can help you to wake up. I had a talk with my daughter yesterday on, she doesn't understand, people feel, but I feel she understands. She's just 3 months and she understands. I will show you videos later on. So I told her, I gave her a message. Your dream is never personal. Dream is not about accumulating money, resources, a big car, the V8, and a big bungalow. Never ever. It's a personal dream. And dreams are personal. They are totally impersonal. Dreams are always impersonal. It means you dream about people. You dream about people's success. You will make them successful. If you want to become a billionaire, so definitely you may need to make at least 10 people millionaire. Right? So definitely you will come up with much better ideas, you will be much better solution. So the purpose of life is very interesting. I just want to ask you a question. What's the purpose of education? Everyone, different answer, I'm sure. Anybody want to participate? What's the purpose of education, please? Please stand up and use this mic. Yes.
I think I think that education is for character building. Education is for learning something new. Education should be about the earning money, and education should be a thing that motivates us and gives us happiness.
It gives you more motivation. Okay, anybody else, please? Yes, sir, please. There is a mic here. Yes, please. Please, give a mic to. Okay, yes, please. So, differentiation between right and wrong. Okay. Right, yes, sir. All right, you get reflection and shades from other people. It helps you to become more. Okay, he's reflecting like the difference you create in your life is your advantage. Okay, like people have knowledge as this level and your level over here. So the difference between knowledge is your advantage. Okay, I need some more people. Yes, please.
All these answers are actually right. I would like to add,
Yeah.
education purpose must be like to live a better life, to be able to fulfill all the desires, wishes what we have in, and to be able to fulfill them. And in context of Pakistan, it's obvious, the reason is obvious to be able.
Yeah. Sounds right. Anybody else from here? Yes, teacher. You're all my teachers.
In my point of view, it is a disciplined way of achieving something.
It's like you want to become more disciplined with education. Yes, discipline is more important than motivation. Like if you get to the walk every day and like you have 2 to 3 hours walk a day or you have 2 hours walk a day, sometimes you feel exhausted, you feel mentally you are really exhausted and you don't want to reflect on walk. So you have no level of motivation at that moment. But if you are disciplined, you will put on your shoe, your joggers, and you will get out. That's a discipline. Because you already knew that I'm supposed to do all this because it's having a biggest impact on my life. So motivation is just a garbage in a case if you're not disciplined. If someone asks me like what's the most important like you're supposed to do is to bring more and more discipline. It definitely comes from the habits, and habits come from believing in, there's a process. So what I could learn in my last 2 decades, and I've been seriously working on it and discussed with a lot of people, like what's the real purpose of education? Because you can't dream personally. If you can't dream personally, it means if you have impersonal dreams, your success is also impersonal. Success is not about you. If success is impersonal, it means your responsibility is also not personal. You're not just responsible for your personal thing, you're responsible for everybody. Even freedom is not personal. Well, so we are talking about, yes, you want to contribute something? Yes, the purpose of education? Well, okay, fine. So the real purpose of education is to become idea machine. Is our today's challenge. The purpose is not like you will be more educated and you will start accumulating resources and maybe you would have some advantage. Yes, that's okay. But by the end of the day, you're going to be idea machine. Most of the students here, they're from maybe IT backgrounds, right? So the more ideas you will have, so the more action you can take, and definitely you can help in much better way yourself and humanity. Because success is about humanity, it's not about you. It's about making other people successful. So the first thing, like what can help you in education is to become idea machine. And today's board, like you see the Elon Musk and you see Mark Zuckerberg, you see the greatest people around you, and they are just 3% people, even like search on Google, that they come first in your optimization. So why they are? Because they are idea machines. They create a lot of ideas. So after becoming an idea machine, the second most important job, the second most important purpose of education is to become intelligent. Intelligent doesn't mean like the knowledge we have makes us or defines us as intelligent. No. That's only a memory. The knowledge you have is a memory. My voice is coming is a memory. It's a history, it's a past. Though imagination is also a past thing, it's not a new thing. So the purpose is to become more intelligent about this universe. And the third most important purpose of education is to bring freedom in your life. Freedom. Freedom is not something what you enjoy on Sunday or on the long weekends or in 3 months vacations or you are free from sun-ups or your final exam. You feel so free. You say, wow, my life is so amazing. I'm enjoying my freedom. No. Freedom is something different. Freedom is that how much you are dependent over yourself in your life. Like if I would be a teacher, so I would maybe, especially with the With the boys or men, I would be teaching more than how to stitch, how to take care of a house, how to cook. For this you need to, I would recommend one great movie, the Martian movie. Maybe you have watched that movie, The Martian. The Martian here, they're like he went up in the space on the Mars. And there he created his life. It was his freedom. When you are more dependent upon you, you can do a lot of things for yourself. You can press your shirt, you can stitch your shirt. So your level of freedom is in your hand. It's in your hand. And another purpose of education is to bring more clarity in your life. Because we are stressed out in our life, we are not happy in our life. The reason why? Because we don't have a clarity in our life. We need to bring more and more clarity. Clarity is more important. The purpose of life is in life to bring clarity. We are connected with so many purposes. Yes. So overall, a lot of people ask me, because I'm helping you right now to find your dream, who can you become in your life? It's very simple. When young kid in my last workshop asked me, like, sir, what I can be in my life? I said, it's very simple. That what thing, I'm sharing with you about your dream. It's very simple today. You can find your passion and dream. What one thing has hurt you very badly? And you see, it happened to you, and now you see people are suffering from it. And you feel the pain. You get worried about it. You really get worried about it when you see people are experiencing the same pain. And now, it's your job, it must be your passion. It's become that now you help people to don't experience all that. I had read a book recently. The person was divorced 7 times in the United States, and then he usually get divorced. So he was divorced, and he wrote 101 principles that how not to be divorced. So he had a bad experience in his relationship, and that's why he wrote a amazing book that how not to be divorced again. So you already knew like what one thing is hurting you in your life. What one thing? It's very simple. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about resources. Don't worry about what you have. Even you don't have education for it. Don't worry about it. Even you're not skilled for it. No problem. That's not a big deal. The thing is, what one thing is hurting you, and now you don't want people to experience the same in their life, and you come up, you put it, and you get your sleeves up, and you come out of the market and you start helping people. With zero resources. With your voice, with your ideas, with anything. That's what your real purpose is. And this is what you really need to train for. In 1950s, again, one lady was traveling from Germany to India, because in India there was a disease, it was a contagious disease, leprosy disease. Have you listened about leprosy disease? So in leprosy disease, people start losing their most important parts. It comes from like the fingers, and your body start eliminating from your feet, and by the end of the day you die. That's because leprosy disease. In 1950s, a girl, and was traveling from Germany to India. But I want to share you some facts about her life when she was so young. She was just 11 years old, and she had 3 commitments. She made 3 decisions. Decision number 1 was, I will never get married. Decision number 1, I will never get married. Decision number 2, I'll become a doctor. Decision number 3, I'll help the poor people. She had clarity when she was just 11 years. And she was traveling from Germany to India to help. She was a missionary. And when she was going, she had a connection flight in Karachi. She stayed for the night at Karachi, and when she came up on the roads, it's an I Chandigarh, was maybe you listen about it. And when she was on the road, and she noticed the people, they are throwing their own kids onto the roads, because if someone is affected with the leprosy disease, is contagious, it goes from one person to another person to another person. So it was so heinous, this was so miserable. So people were affected in Karachi and in the surroundings. And she noticed that parents, even they are throwing their children onto the roads. How hard it is. And the parents, they were throwing their parents. And people were throwing their own brothers and sisters onto the roads. And in 1950s, people, they constructed different colonies around Karachi, and they were getting all their loved ones. If someone is affected, they were throwing over there. And they were locking the door outside, and they were throwing the foods from the wall. Very terrible situation. She was so different lady, and she decided, at that moment she was a doctor, she questioned the people. She asked the people, the investigator, that why are you doing this? The people said, because we are tormented. We are going through the God's punishment. When someone is accepting that it's kind of punishment, it means I deserve it. I've done something wrong, or I've been doing something not wanted by people, so that's why God is punishing me. That's we call the torment. So people accept it as a torment, and they were not ready to fix it. They said, no, it's our luck. And we have to face it off in our life. We will go through this. And it took 1 year to convince the people that, okay, this is not a torment, it's just disease. It's just a disease. And we can fix it, we can diagnose it. That lady went to the government out there, and that year, she talked to the government, and the government people said, we don't have a doctor. She personally investigated in Karachi. There were 14 dermatologists, and they were not ready to even touch anyone because it was contagious, it's so harmful. If someone is affected, it means that like it's going to go into my family or into my loved ones and the peers. People were not ready. Even the 14 doctors in Pakistan, they were not ready to help the people of Pakistan. And she was German. And she decided, okay, if there is no one here on this part of the globe, so I gotta be that doctor. I gotta be that one. It doesn't mean you are alone and you can't do anything. It doesn't mean. You see, Khan is alone. And he is giving more than 100%. He's not believing in God. He believed in himself. Even if you believe in something like a candle, but you don't need anybody, you don't need scope. You don't need people around you. You are enough for this. You will be one man army, and you will see a lot of people like you that will jump up and they will come up with you and they will help you to fix it and to maneuver it. When that lady started, she went back to Germany and she took more courses. She came back to Pakistan, she collected some funds, and she started helping people over here. And she helped more than 60,000 people in Pakistan. 60,000 people. It's a large number, a large number. And she helped a lot of people. She mentored them and helped people without even medication to come out of the disease. And even the family members, they were not ready to keep their own loved ones in the family. But that lady was committed to touch them, to help them, and she was working with them to diagnose and to come out of that horrible situation. She had more than 60,000 people. It's phenomenal. And late 1980s, the Pakistan was declared the leprosy-free disease country. And then a lot of convoys and deployments, they started to come and visit in Pakistan. In the meanwhile, in 30-40 years, no convoys came in Pakistan. They came in a very protected environment. They were not really, having fun here. They were not really enjoying the day of it. And that lady, she helped people for more than 50, 60 years in this country. And she helped a lot. I want to tell you some facts about her. She was living just in 10 by 10 room. And she had only 2 suits. How many people of you have only 2 suits? No one. You're so lucky you have more than 2 suits. You're so lucky. She had only 2 suits, and she was putting on 1 suit, okay? And she was washing herself. She never ironed her suit. Yeah. She used to on very simple shoes and very simple local, like the Shalwar sewings. And she was used to eat only once in 24 hours. Every morning, she was used to get just one small fluffy bread naan, along with a small quantity of yogurt, and if yogurt is not available, then she was used to boil one potato and used to mash it with hands and putting some chilies and some salt to it. I think it tastes very good. Maybe if you have tried, that's amazing. Sparks, like every American out there eating sparks at night in the dinner. So she was eating that boiled potato with some eggs and used to eat just once in a day. And someone asked the lady, Dr. Namal, he's a great guy. He said, whenever he traveled abroad, he was collecting a lot of funds and money for the people of Pakistan. And she was so foodie, she used to eat. Like she used to pick out, right, from the buffets and try different things. But whenever she came back in Pakistan, she was used to eat just once in the morning, just once in 24 hours. She was just living just on that. And someone asked, so as I'm asking, like, hey, doctor, like how, well, why don't you eat like much here? Because otherwise you like so many foods. She said, why? Because I would love to eat only that much. The lowest class person earning the lowest wages in Pakistan, the middle class person, eating that much because he only can manage just to eat once in a day. And only that much with small floppy naan and that thing. If he can eat that much, so I'm supposed to eat that, otherwise I feel ashamed of myself. What a lady. She said, I used to feel ashamed of myself that if one person isn't eating this much and I'm eating too much, how is it possible? And how other people can know it? You are really enriched with the great leaders here. I know you're a leader here. This was simple. He never cared. He just think what he's thinking about. He never bothered like what people are thinking about me. He's a very special mindset. That's the called the winning mindset. There are multiple levels of mindset. One mindset is a fixed mindset. In fixed mindset, people don't want to grow. People settle with the things what already you're doing. They love to do what everyone is doing. What everyone is doing. And the person like is quite satisfied with the results what other people are having in their life. They really like to get married, the people love to do for the job, the people have the same kind of life. You will never see anybody doing differently among you. The person is a fixed mindset. Fixed mindset people, they don't take risk in their life. They don't take risk. And you know, if you look at the kids, they are amazing. I have once in an article, it's been really appreciated a lot of people because I wrote about the young children. They have the leadership qualities. They take a lot of risk. They do one thing one time. They want to do something different. They want to stay happy. They are dreaming so big in their life. If you see the kids, they always want to do something different, you know, something bigger. Even they're not doing in reality, but they are feeling like we are doing. Einstein says if you want to see the greatest scientists doing research and see the kids, they're imagining, they're fabricating a lot of things. The leaders are like that. They're always thinking big. They're always thinking something out of the box because they want to do different. Not just different, they want to make a positive impact on people's life. They knew that if we're going to do like everyone is doing, so we can't make an impact on people's life because you only want to make an impact on people because, and you only want to empower people once you love them. Life is happening on love and feelings. And you see the great scientists, the great inventors, like they are in a way everything on the feelings and love. If you see, I was talking about the lady. Do you know that lady name? Yes, sir. Dr. Clap for her, right? This is what we can do for her. And most importantly, I'm researching such people in my life who really wants to become like Ruth Val. How many of you really want to become Ruth Val? So we we are born to dream something bigger. Dreams, again, are never personal. So kids, they dream, very bigger. Even though dreams are not about them, they will stay happy in their life. I'm going to tell you, how can you stay happy in your life? Because every success happens in your life when you are happy. The greatest thing starts happening when you're happy. Happiness doesn't mean you're laughing all the time. Happiness is different. So, how many people of you want to stay happy? Please raise your hands. Everyone wants to stay happy. Right now, Bank Alpha, I checked their top management, and they invested $1 million by making people happy. They invested money in people that we want to see them like happy. But there is one more next level. Okay? There's the next level. Because I'm here to tell you the next level. So the next level is, don't try to become happy. You never can be. If you're happy, so it will last just in 12 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and maybe not more than 9 days. Just 9 days is the limit. If you're happy with something, if you treat, you are so excited, you're doing it. Happiness is not the goal. So you will become productive. Productivity is more important because productivity will bring more happiness in your life. But I want to tell you, if you want to stay happy, most of the time you feel angry, you feel discouraged, you feel really down. So I want to tell you one problem is the Lord of happiness. How to stay happy? I just need your idea, like how can we stay happy, please? Anyone will talk? How to stay happy?
By dreaming, sir.
Yes. Only 3 people are speaking. Yes, please. Yes.
Am I audible like this? Am I audible like this?
Yeah, okay. Just speak up.
Sir,
Just get it closer. Okay.
I think one thing is that when we achieve something like a goal, it can be a small goal. Like I want to complete this course today. So when we do that, we feel a little bit happy that we have achieved this thing. So I think the small goals, when we complete them, we feel happy. This is one
That's
factor.
absolutely right. Why? Because human body biologically we are goal-oriented. We only feel great when we achieve something in our life. Sounds great. Yes, anybody else? Yes, please. This is what the happiness is, okay? So, how can we stay happy? So, you said by achieving small goals, okay.
Sir, by dreaming we can stay happy.
Wow, daydreaming, or like even I love daydreaming, because realities always come from dreaming, okay? Even I think daydreaming is great, yeah. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Please pass on the mic.
Sir, in my viewpoint, I
Yes.
think so that the failures and achievements are the part of life. But if we are having enough gratitude in our life, we can be happy.
Your gratitude is a really source to stay happy. Fabulous. Yes, sir. Yes, please. Just come up. You have an opportunity, right? Yeah.
Sir, I think our mindset is very important in our life. If our mindset is being happy, then even on our failure we will be so much happy. And success comes, and when we will be successful, then we will be extra happy.
So there are level of happiness. He's introducing a new philosophy, psychology, like there are metrics of happiness. Wow. Yes. Okay. That's great. Like you do your way, like how to stay happy. That's great. But I will tell you today the law of happiness. So your happiness is not about your. Yes. Want to say something? Yes, sir.
Sir, as you said before, the things.
Yes, sir.
As you said before, the things which we can do to help the people. For example, fundraising.
Okay.
This is not a short-term task to just like to 10 minutes or 9 days. This is the way we can productivity.
Productivity can bring more happiness. Well, so there is a law of happiness. Your happiness is there in a current moment you have right now. It comes to the focus. Okay. So if you get angry, if you get sad any time in your life, you would see whether you write those stimuli or the thought, what's making you angry, excited, no, not excited, actually, it's making you miserable, you feel anger, you feel flared up, If something is happening like you, and you are monitoring yourself, because this is the most important job. If you're not monitoring yourself, then you give an opportunity to people like to monitor you and your thoughts. Better you're going to be monitoring your own thoughts. So in that particular moment, when you feel anger, you will see if you get to write that thought is connected with your past. Otherwise, that thought is connected with your future. Because past brings you miseries. Past always brings you and triggers your mind what you could not achieve. And you've been doing a lot of bad things or maybe miserable things in your past. You've been wasting a lot of time in your past. A lot of time you tried for something and you couldn't achieve in your life. You have messed around your past by ruining your relationships. You've been not doing great in your past and you miss a lot of opportunities in your past. That's what past is bringing misery. So stop living in past. Just make a cross on it. Once you feel anger, frustrated, dejected, rejected, or guilt feeling or shame, so most definitely the thought is connected with the past. Again, past is bringing miseries. And there you have a feeling of fear because fear stands for false evidence appearing real. Something you imagine about the future, okay, you feel distorted. I was reading one great scholar. He said, don't imagine about your life just once in a moment. You will ruin your life. So the future is bringing fear into your life. You start feeling insecure because maybe I'm doing this, I'm trying to do this. If I could not become like that, if I could not achieve that, what will happen? So people are living in past and future. Past is bringing misery and future is bringing fear. So we are not going to living with miseries or the things we could not achieve in your life. We are not going to live within the fears what is still coming up, and we can't manage, we can't control our fear, which is not yet happening. So stop living in your past and future, because in both cases, we are bringing sabotage in your life. We are ruining your life. So the best approach in your life is to stay focused. Learn how to stay focused. Right now, if you are focused and you're giving more than your 100% time in listening, because you know the training rooms are the most important room in our life. I once uploaded on Facebook, how many people, you know, what was your most favorite room in your life? A lot of people say my drawing room, my study room, another room, right? So the best room in your life is your training room. In the United States, people are spending more than their 10% of the personal income in training rooms, because one small idea can bring a massive change in your life. Because the knowledge and transformation is happening. Everyone is thinking so positively out here. I have a bad news, and one way is the greatest news, because body is equal to 100 trillion cells in our body. And every cell can see, listen, watch, and it's a complete human being in our body. So one human being, one person, Mike Littman, is equal to 100 trillion cells, mean 100 trillion people in my body. And everybody in my life, in my 100 trillion soul, can listen, can watch, and can think. We are lives, we are transforming. So right now, like the training room is the best room in our life. We feel so bright because the positive energy is being reflected with the people, and we are attracting a lot of positive energy and a positive thoughts over here in our life. So the training rooms are the most important rooms, so don't skip any opportunity if you get any moment or time like to go to training room, get out there, right? And just listen more and more. It can help you more. So your happiness is hidden in your current moment, whatever you're doing in your life. You are playing a more than 100% focus to it. I know many people in my life, you know, they are so successful. They are massively successful. And they are doing multiple things in their life. And they're successful in everything. So I could do and I could really like the bottom line, what would help them really to become the massively successful. The reason why, because they are massively focused. Their level of focus and attention is more than 100%. I don't believe in 100%. I believe in 200%, because one day if you are not giving more than if you're not giving 100%, all right, and you're zero, so your 200% will come to the 100%. I have learned in my personal life, if I'm not feeling right, but I go to seminars, I go to the talk. So I asked these nurses, and you said, when do you feel good? I said, only I feel good when I'm in my training room and I'm learning a lot from my audience, from my people. I love to see them to the next consciousness level. This is what motivates me. This is what helps me really more to stay alive and to help. Recently, I was visiting in some market, and I love to interact with common people. Like they're not. I mostly treat the common people like celebrities and stuff. It's like ordinary people. It doesn't mean like ordinary. It means like I feel like I need to give them more respect. So, like yesterday, I asked someone like, how do you feel about the IK? And he was weeping and he said, he had great emotions. Well, I was through some food street and I talked to one guy. He was selling tea. So I asked him, hey, are you selling tea? You are serving tea here? He said, no, sir. He was serving me with the tea, but he refused to say, I'm not serving you a tea. I said, man, what are you doing? Look at his wisdom. Look at his mindset. It really was God's mark, and it really shook me up, and I became a different person in my life. That's why I wanted to share that. So the voice that told me, I'm not selling tea, I'm selling health. I said, health? In a tea? He said, yes, I bring fresh milk. Okay, but by fresh milk, I have my own cows, I have my cow's milk, so I get milk from there, and I make a tea. I said, okay, so how do you sell health? Like, people are coming, he said, most of the time, the labor class people, they come up to my stall, and they take tea, and they get more healthy. And I said, why? Why you want to sell them health? I said, why? Because if they would drink my tea, they would become more healthy. I said, then? He said, then they're going to be working more. I said, wow. Why are you doing this? He said, if they go to work more, they will get more money. At that day, I seriously thought, I really need to change my mind as well. And I said, then? He said, because if they go to work more, they will get more money. If they will get more money, they can help their family in much better way. I said, then? He said, they will be more successful. He will have better relations with his family. So I'm not selling tea, I'm actually selling a health. And this health, by the end of the day, is helping to build a better relationship with the people. They will be more happy, they can work more in a much better way. So it's all about mindset, like whatever you're doing in your life, as I told you, a lot of people ask me that what I need to do. What I need to do, I'm educated, I have skills, what should I do? Again, it's just for the information. Again, you're going to do one thing, what's hurting you, what has hurt you in your past, okay? Now you don't want other people to go through from that experience. I'm telling you, why the United States, why the greatest nation you see around the world, it's their philosophy. They're more successful because of this. If you're going to do something for humanity, if you're creating something for them, it is going to help you to become the greatest entrepreneur. So I was personally so much inspired with the story, because by the end of the day, like, you need to find your love and let it kill you. It means like die doing something great in your life. I don't believe like if something is just going to die on the deathbed and waiting for the death. No, don't wait for it. The better approach in our life is do something out of the box. Do something right, and find your real love. And your real love is there. What you're going to do, what I told you. So there's a great story happened. The guy from France, and he was so enthusiastic. He born in a humble family. Father was died, mother got another marriage, and he grew up in very tough environment. Nature always looking at you. When the tough situations come in your life, it means nature is telling you, excuse me, I'm sorry, I need you to do something different. I need you to do something extraordinary. And nature is helping you. Nature chose you, right? And don't reject it, okay? Except once the failures and the wishes come in your life. It definitely helps you to stretch more in your life. The guy was going through a very tough situation. He was not interested in studies anymore. He was interested in flying and doing some acrobatic work. He was crazy about walking on a wire, but he has no idea how to walk on a wire. It's actually a wild, awkward story. So one day he was searching a job because father kicked him out, and he was searching a job, and he was waiting for the interview. He was sitting in an office, and there he saw a newspaper, and there was a twin building. The World Trade Center is the top building. This is more than 675 meters tall building. It's no more over here on the planet right now. So he was so inspired. He looked at the two buildings and said, okay, if I will put wire on it, it's around 600 or 80 meters tall building, and if I will put a wire on it, I can walk over it. His satisfaction, his attitude was so high, he decided to go to the United States. It was so hard like to go, and he won. A lot of people, they went to the United States illegally. So he sneakily, he went up there. It was so hard like to go into that building. First, he developed a team. He got one girl like later on, he got married with her. And then he made one team. There was one cameraman, and there was one editor. So he built up one team. And after making a team, by end of the day, it's a short story long, he took an opportunity like to go into that building, and they stretched out the wire over the top two buildings, and he was going upstairs, and he got some nails because he was not putting on the shoe because he couldn't sleep for last night because it was a secret mission. The World Trade Center building security, they never allow him, and they sneakily like get up there. Sometimes you have to break the rules, like that guy broken up the rules. So he went up there and he walked. And while he was going, he got some nail and he got a lot of bleeding. And his kids like talked to him and said, please stop it. You got bleeding now, so that you suspend your decision. He said, no, it's decided. I already have dreamed that I'm walking over the wire, so it can't stop me. Well, he walked on that wire, and the people were looking at him, and the security was there. Because a lot of people, they were like looking at his covering. A lot of people like surrounded that building. The people were looking that God is walking on the wire. It's a tall building. My goodness, life was really onto the verge. Just one decision, wrong footstep, and I put him down, and he could have died. Well, after some exercise, he stayed over there for a long time, and the security people, they arrested him later on. And that's this line. It's a $1 billion line, which I'm going to share right now. One security guy asked him, okay, what would happen if you were to fall down? And in response, the line he spoke, that's a milestone. He said, wow, what a beautiful death it would be. My goodness. So your success is more than fears and more than like the fear of death. Is always at the worst. So you're gonna, in order to achieve what you have never achieved in your life, remember, you're gonna be a different person. You have to be also different. You have to think differently in your life. It's not working. Well. I don't mind. So, okay. Okay. Problem. So, a lot of people ask me about how to treat your life and what can you achieve in your life. Yes, okay, how many people of you are feel that they are reasonable people. Please raise your arms if you are reasonable. Are you reasonable? Please raise your hands. Right. We almost like everybody is reasonable, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Reasonable people, they are fixed mindset. Because they are doing everything what everyone is doing. And they're very happy in their life. They have long trips. They are so happy. They are well connected with their people. They are well connected with their relations. And the people are very happy with that. People always feel great when the reasonable people, they are sitting along the people. They can have long drives. They can celebrate their birthday. They can even celebrate their most loved ones' birthdays. They are so happy in their life. And they can get fixed everything. Whatever a problem or things are coming in their life, they're so happy. They can do it. Just within a call. Okay. Hey, I have this problem. Can you fix me? Okay. I just called this person like this problem in their face. They are reasonable people. They're so happy in their life. And they are doing likewise like other people are doing because they're not creating different souls. And everyone on this globe is trying to become reasonable. People want to get married with reasonable people. People say, how can you be reasonable people? Hey, what do you want to become? You say, hey, I want to achieve this, and that, and I want to become reasonable. They are so happy in their life. But there is one more type of people. People are not happy with them. Even they can't manage their personal expenses in their life. They are going through miseries. They are not well connected. If they have to submit their bills, they are standing in the line in front of me. Nobody loves them. Nobody wants to spend their time with them. They are not happy. Their life is really at the worst. They would have no kind of V8 or Fortuner or the Lamborghini or any big car. They would have a very ordinary house. But they are growth-minded. They are worried about people. They want to do something out of the box. They are very worried people. They are always busy in studies and research. They are not very connected with people. They are really going through humble life. They have very submissive life. People don't like them. But they have very special heart in mind. And they are spending every bit of their life to make people, and they are creating more help for humanity. They are becoming solutions for the people. I think reasonable people, they have left the room. So now, how many people of you are reasonable? Still reasonable. Okay, how many people of you are unreasonable? I'm unreasonable. And I'm proud to be unreasonable. Because I'm not doing what everyone loves me to do. Because I'm doing what I really love to do. We'll discuss a couple of mindsets, what kind of mindsets. So then you will decide who you are. I will share a couple of. One mindset is, we have discussed a lot about the growth mindset, okay? And you know about the fixed mindset. It's just opposite to the growth mindset. If you are dreaming big, you're thinking big, you want to stretch in your life, you want to achieve something more for humanity, you want to empower people, you want to help more and more people in their life, because you know it will reflect back on you. So they are growth mindset people. And a fixed mindset, they want to settle down whatever they have, and they feel like the resources and the degrees I have, it's the final, right? It's the end. So that's a mindset. That's we call the fixed mindset. I recently have, I was on air for FM Planet, that there are 22 reasons why educated people are broke by end of the day. They are not so happy. They are not in the top 3-4% people in the world, because they are the people you want to know about them. You mostly see them on the screen. They are always in the limelight. They are massively successful people. They're just 3% people. They're just 3% people. They are growth mindset. Most of the people, they are fixed mindset. They love to do what people love them to do for themselves or for yourself. So one more mindset is a negative mindset. Whatever the situation is, you become angry, you get annoyed, you are negative, and even like the negative people, they find problems and the solutions. Okay, so they are the negative people. Being negative or being positive is an habit, it's an approach. Like being a positive person or positive thinking, maybe it's a habit. Like 24 hours, you are positive. Okay, you are positive in 24 hours. It's not just for a couple of hours, like you're going to be positive attending an exam or the conference, or you are while outside your home, you're negative mindset, and when you're going back, you are positive mindset. You're going home, at home, sometimes you're negative, and no. These are the habits, and people have certainly developed these habits. Habits always come from like something you do again and again in your life to become your habit. And habits definitely come from your belief. Belief means the things you love to do in your life. They are your belief. Okay? It's a belief, the way I am here like right now. Like you go into the shop, you go into the market, and you come up with a certain stuff like in your shopping cart. The things you have in the shopping cart is about your beliefs. Okay? So belief means the thing you love to do in your life is called your belief. So habits always come from beliefs. Okay? The thing you choose for yourself in your life. The thing you love to do in your life is called your belief. So positive mindset and negative. And one more mindset is a scarce mindset. You always feel like the world is over, there are no more resources in this life, I am so talented but I can't do anything because there's no opportunity. A lot of people, they won't get a job if they have a negative mindset. The scarce mindset, they will say there's no job in the market. On the other side, if you have a positive mindset, you will go into the market, you will talk again and again, and over into the market, and you will get a job. That's a positive mindset. Negative mindset, it means like you already, something is holding you back. So one mindset is abundant mindset. You feel like this world is amazing, and there are a lot of resources which I can tap, and I can be benefited from this world. This world is helping me a lot, like to become what I want to be in my life. And one more mindset is the entrepreneur mind. This is the most important mindset because your freedom is hidden in entrepreneurship. So your F is hidden in E. Your freedom is hidden in entrepreneurship. So on this particular power plant, we have shared a couple of stories, really more and more entrepreneur mindsets. Okay, you can also yes sir.
Sir, we want to be an entrepreneur.
Yes, sure, in trouble.
This sir?
Want to say something?
No sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, so remember, whatever your mindset is, you will Google it today, right? Because time is too short. Whatever your mindset is, and whoever you are in your life, you are betrayed, you are broke, you have no money, whatever like you are going through, it takes just 120 seconds to change your mind. And if you can change your mind, you can change your life. It takes only 120 seconds. Choice is yours. Okay, close your eyes, and we're just going through one exercise, then it could help you more really. Just close your eyes, everybody, and just imagine, apology from you, okay? Imagine you are just 70 years old. Just imagine. Close your eyes. You are 70 years old. You are sitting in your drawing room, in your personal room. You're 70 years old. You are sitting in one room. And on the right side, there is a big window, and there the birds are chirping. There's a full lush green. Some trees are there. It's drizzling up there. Birds are chirping. The cool breeze is there. And on your right side, there's one small coffee table. You're drinking coffee. On your left side, there is a big shelf, and in that big shelf, you can see there are so many certificates, souvenirs, your achievements, awards, your certificates, your everything is up there, and you are feeling that you are massively successful person in your life, just open your eyes and now imagine the souvenirs and the achievements you have while you are 70 years. Now start working for that. Okay? So start working. Yes, it's easy. So don't start your life from today. Start your life from the end. Okay? Start your life from the end. Here's how you do it. Okay. So, there are a couple of more laws. I think maybe they're last time?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, so it takes only 120 seconds to change your life. And life is so amazing. Life is, in the bottom line, seriously I'm telling you, it's not about accumulating the resources what we are dreaming for, no. It's about making other people successful. And most importantly, life is a mission. Life is about just one mission in your life. And that one mission is your one muscle like you have in your mind. So you are born for one mission. You are indebted to this world. And your primary job is to make this world a more conducive place. Okay. And a lot of people ask me like, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that. And they do a lot of things. They have a lot of wishes in their life, but they don't have a desire. One great philosopher said, like, you need to have one white heart desire. White heart means your heart color is white, okay? And there is only one desire over the heart. Only one desire over there. And now your heart is burning for the desire. You most definitely, I bet, like you could achieve it. And there is a triangular for that desire. There is desire on one x-axis, desire on one point, another point, there is your faith. And at the top is your action. If you have one white heart burning desire in your heart, the level of your desire is going to determine your level of faith. Faith is not like a belief. Faith happens in your life when you believe in it. It's more than believing. Like you feel like it's a reality. You feel it's so real if you have a faith in your life. So desire your faith comes from the desire. And desire must be white heart burning. Like your heart is burning like that. It is just like maybe when they have experience. When you're cooking something in a pressure cooker, okay, if you put everything into it, you close it, and then what happens? Its RPM is getting faster and faster and faster. And by end of some time, you see, your dish is ready. So your desire is just like you have one desire in that one pressure cooker, right? And it's compelling you. It's motivating you all the time. It's instigating you something for you not to do. It's always compelling. It's always forcing. It's always waking you up in the morning. And you are ready to do all the time. You are thinking about it. So your faith will come with the level of your desire. And desire creates, it's not working? Okay. Okay. So your desire creates a faith, and faith creates actions. Your action is totally dependent upon your faith, and faith 100% is dependent upon your level of desire. So your level of desire is creating a faith, and your faith is creating your level of action. A lot of people, they have wishes, they want to try once and they fail. Not like Thomas Edison, he failed 10,000 times. Like when he was just making this incandescent bulb. He never attended a school, like he went to school just for 3 months. And the school and the people say, hey, you won't be like he's an adult, he can't read well, he can't listen well, he can't respond well. So he's adult. Please take this boy life back to home. So definitely mom instilled some different beliefs in his life, and he failed 10,000 times. While he was making this incandescent work, look at the desire. And that was a commitment. Commitment means you are not ready to give up. You, more than 100%, you show yes, I can do it. Many people they failed many times in their life. And number of failures is not yet decided, it's not yet determined. Because you are there between your desire and direction. You are over there between your beginning and your success. You are out there. So your level of desire will help you to develop your level of faith, and level of faith is going to determine your level of action. A lot of people, they have so many wishes. Wish is like a smoke, it's not real. Your wish becomes your dream and you write on the page. And then you question yourself, what I'm doing for this, right? And every day, you monitor yourself for this. So your action that you take in your life 100% depends upon your level of desire. There is one more law can help you, because a lot of people ask me about the freedom, and we already have discussed about this law. Freedom is not, again, something like you have on Sunday or you have on weekends. Freedom means you will be more dependable in your life. That's what we call freedom. And I don't know why people, they prefer slavery, they prefer other things over the freedom. There is one reason. Because last time we had decided to speak about the entrepreneur mindset, so we definitely could help you to become. So you are not born to accept the salary, you are born to accept the checks in your life. And don't prefer your slavery, don't accept anything over your freedom. Once, maybe in the Second World War, Hitler arrested 45 people and they were sentenced to the death. They were declared they will die in the morning, we will kill them. So they were given two options, and they were given 2 options and 12 hours. You will tell me, you will reflect back in the morning, and you will choose yourself what kind of decision you have. So they were given 2 options. Option number 1, option number 1, in the morning, you will be killed, okay, with a gun. And option number 2 is that you can jump from this window. And next morning, everyone, 100% people, they reflected, they accepted the death with a gun. They never preferred to jump from that window, and they were killed with a gun. And there was one lady assistant, and she asked her, what was there over there, the window? And he said, it was a freedom. But we don't think about it. We accept known death. We don't accept unknown freedom. So your job is a known death. I'm so sorry. You're a missionary people, you're not job owner. Someone's a missionary. Yes.
Sir, don't you think sometimes when you have greater level of desires, it goes into the negative direction? People start underestimating themselves. So what would you say about it?
Yeah, desire definitely has a content. I was just relating it with the desire of Thomas Edison about the commitment, because we are connecting success with the humanity, because it's about humanity. It's about empowering them. It's about bringing more happiness and making this world a more conducive place. We're talking actually in this context, right? So desire is understood it's a positive desire. It's about the people. It's not about you. It's not about you. I told you you will become billionaire, then make 10 people millionaire, right? So you help more people, and that help will be multiplied and will come back to you. Appreciate it really. So we need to prefer freedom. I don't know why people, they prefer slavery, because if you're doing something in your life for money, it's because slavery. It's not a mission. It's not something you are really reflecting with positive energy or that help-like energy. So we need to work for our freedom, we need to choose to become entrepreneur rather, because entrepreneurship is your unknown freedom. If you start small business, it expands, stretch, and you stretch more, you get more and more knowledge like the Warren Buffett, and then you expand it more. You can't become the richest person in the world until like you knew about it. And I don't believe it. You have the Google, YouTube now, but you were born in and you are growing up with a different way. More than books like you can do, but that guy like was just reading about just one question that how can I become rich, where to invest money, how to get money, and how can invest that money, because you're not going to, as I told you about the law of saving, okay, so you are not going to become a person, like we call a spender person. Spender is a person like having money and spending all the time. No. You're going to be a saver. If you don't have series of saving money in your life, okay, you can't even become an entrepreneur. You can't go to the next level. So you certainly need to develop this habit of saving money, and saving comes first. And the spender people, they get money and they spend it. The entrepreneurship mindset is you get money, you invest money, and you enjoy with the flow of that income. You enjoy it over there. You're not enjoying your first-time income. Okay, so it's a great opportunity. You want in most advanced industry. And you really can get a lot of advantages, because I know a lot of people in Pakistan, they are earning a lot of money from through freelancing or that kind of things. I'm not into it, but I know that today there are two types of incomes. Number one is your passive income and your active income. So I feel like maybe after a couple of factors, your passive income is going to be your active income. Okay, because we are already utilizing a lot of resources and we are not producing a thing, right? So now you just have one room, you know the skills, you're just online, you can earn a lot of money. And a lot of people, they never went to school, they never went to college, university. I'm not demotivating, you can earn more actually, because the guy, like, he's not educated, he just learned one skill, like how to speak English, now he's interacting more and more with the people all over the globe, and he's earning $1 million. He's in Pakistan, he's in the future, like, he's going to be the billionaire, maybe the world's richest person. So now we work in a different time period of history. So you definitely, we need to work on our freedom. Freedom means depend more, like coming more into the entrepreneurship. Okay, let's have some question and answer session. If you have any questions, you please can ask. Yes, sir. I'm enjoying more with your questions.
Sir, I just want to know about that. You are talking about the desire and how we can relate the desire with the need, like a Maslow hierarchy of need theory, like that. And when we are going for a desire, we are going for a moonshot, or we are going to set our goal a much higher, a much complicated to achieve. And
yes, definitely. Your goal and your dream is not something what can make you happy. It's always very scary. As I told you, like if you go hit the bell like 15 meters up here, right, and you jump more, so your energy level must be like that. And if you will ring the bell just over here, so your energy level will be down. So there's a law of stretching. You definitely, and if your goal is very high, you would see your level of energy would be very different. You would have a totally different energy level. If you have the lowest goal, then your energy level would be definitely would be there. So your desire, we already discussed, right, is about people. Okay, you forget about your needs. You forget about that what you're looking for, because that's a wrong focus. The focus is helping more people. The help would come back. If you are manufacturing, you are creating new ideas, and you are creating better world for the people, they will give you better. Alright? So it's up to you how you reflect. So earning money is a wrong focus. Developing skill is the right focus. You need to hone your skill, you need to develop your skills. And there's a law of skill. I have so many laws today to talk about really. So law of skill is, even you are skilled in one thing, is your comfortable zone. Your skills are a comfortable zone because you start feeling like this is my asset. I can do a lot with this. No, you are supposed to create more skills. So because your skill is your comfortable zone. You need to develop more and more skills in your life. So,
sir, what the skill sets are required to be an entrepreneur?
we need one separate workshop. what kind of skill? So it's very simple. There was one guy, so you would get an answer from this story. There was one guy in the United States, and he was a burglar. He was a thief. And that's the story in the world, like it's been written in so many words. And it changed the people's life in the United States. He was a burglar, and he was used to rob the banks all the time. And he robbed 600 banks. Always he robbed banks. When he was arrested and he was brought into the court, and he was asked, hey, why do you rob the banks all the time? Why don't you rob other banks? Why don't you rob other people? He said, no. I rob the banks. Why? Because that's where the money is. Because that's where the money is. So you need to know, you can Google right now today, what skill is paying more? So you need to develop that skill. Doesn't make money?
Yes.
So definitely, you're talking about the startup skills, along with skill, that skill that can give you a lot of money. You need to be more disciplined. You need to bring more resilience in your life. You need to be more consistent, persistent, and you have to stick with it and don't stop. Learn more and more about it. Then I can give you one formula if you want to learn more. How many people want to know that I want to learn more? Please raise your hands. Formula is very simple. It's $1 billion formula. If you want to learn more, then learn more and more. It's simple. Give another question. So if you do it, yeah. This session is becoming more interesting because more questions are coming up. Yes, please.
So I want to ask you about a thing you talked just before. You said that we should remain positive for like 24 hours, but there is reality in life, and when we go to reality, there is misery, there is anger, there is obviously fear. So we cannot be delusional, right? So how can we stay positive all the time, like for 24/7?
Yes, definitely. I think it's the most toughest job actually in the world because we are surrounded with a lot of negative energy. Okay, and by the end of the day, you become a person who you are surrounded with. The 5 people you have surrounded with, you become their average. So number one, you need to choose people very carefully, like you have around you. You can't eliminate negativity in your life. Sometimes it helps you to do a lot of ideas. So you can declutter yourself. It's just like if you have one bowl, okay? One bucket, you put some contaminated water into it, and then you put the positive things into it. The positive also becoming negative. It's also becoming contaminated. But you keep showering into it, right? You keep pouring water. It will take time. One day, not one day, pretty soon, with some efforts, it will become clear. But it takes time. Definitely, it's a practice. It's a deliberate effort, like you become positive. You need to think positive thoughts and you need to try to speak positively. It's not never going to happen in a day. In order to achieve something or someone who you never achieve in your life, you have to become a different person. That's what we're talking about. We need to be so positive. We need a positive frame of mindset. We need to read positive things. We need to listen to positive things. We need to spend more time with the positive people around you. So first you need to understand like what's the positivity. Let me tell you, in 24 hours, you have 88,000 thoughts. Badness. You're intelligent people. 88,000 thoughts come to your mind in a day, in 24 hours, including teachers, students, and as much you're intelligent, maybe this number can go higher and higher. And the bad news is 80% thoughts are negative. And only 20% are positive thoughts. That's why you see many people, they have very plain life. They have very positive life, but still, they are messing around in their life. They are not happy in their life. The reason why they speak negative. The words you speak become your destiny. The words you speak become your life. The words you speak become things. So the thing you talk more and more about yourself, you become like that person. So always talk positively about you. Even, whatever you're thinking is coming into your subconscious. And it's not your job. You need to filter those thoughts and suspend the negative thoughts. You need to monitor yourself. You need to question yourself. You need to think that what I'm speaking, what kind of impact would have. Like NLP is teaching a lot about like how to reflect with your body and what's the right time to speak up and what are the right sentences you can pitch in and you can get. Because the responses you're getting from the people is all about what you're communicating. Communication is not something what I'm speaking. Communication is the the things I'm speaking, and in response what I'm getting back to me, that's a communication. And now we are not living in a world where we are communicating, we are more than communicating. We are supposed to speak to influence people, to impact the people's life. This is what the real mission and the real vision of our life. So if you want to become more positive, so definitely you need, because there are two types of diets we need to have in our life. Number one, your mental diet, okay? And number two is your physical diet. We are investing a lot of money. Maybe after this workshop, or after this training, like you will go to the cafeteria and you will drink a cup of coffee, you will take a cup of coffee or the tea, or maybe you will eat snacks, you will do a lot for your body. You are investing a lot of money, maybe 100% money you're investing just on your body, which is not most important. The most important diet you need to plan for your life is your mental diet plan. Mental diet comes by sitting in the training rooms, by sitting with the positive people, by reading some positive material. So the first 30 minutes in your after everyday life, because we are talking for the mindset, success one. Every morning, first 30 minutes must go in reading positive material, the positive hacks of the successful life. So you need to invest more and more positive ingenuity or positive like investment in that, because we are dealing every day with time, money, and energy. So we need to make it so positive. Okay, because life is reflecting. Your question is so amazing. So we need a very positive frame of mindset, and it's a deliberate effort. It never happens just by saying. You have to maybe affirm many a time in a day. So like every morning I have some very special rituals. I start my day. I could have the biggest success today, because in the day we have so many successes. Like we do a lot of things in a day. So I need success every day in everything. So I always talk positively about me, that I love myself, I'm beautiful, I'm incredible, I'm going to do something different today, it's going to have an impact on my life. I'm going to be bigger success, I'm going to be achieving my financial, I'm going to be more responsible today. I will reflect with positive. So it's a deliberate effort to bring more and more positivity in your life. In a day like today, it's not possible today you're going to be so positive. It will take time. Mostly it takes 21 days. Alright? It's a 21 days continuous efforts to become positive. You have everything around you. You have YouTube, you have Google, you can read, you can listen, you can watch, you can talk positively. Monitor your talk. Monitor your talk as well. And while you are thinking, because 80% time we are busy thinking. 80% time in our life, over 24 hours, we are busy thinking, so we need to monitor our thoughts as well. What kind of thoughts I have? You need to write your thoughts. You need to monitor. You need to fix it. You need to redesign. You need to reframe it. So it's a totally deliberate effort, like to bring positivity. So it's never happened. It's not going to happen in a day. Again, in order to achieve what you have never achieved in your life, you have to become what you never had in your life. So invest more and more. This is the best investment, because you're going to be the best project in the world. You are the most important project in your life. So you will invest more in your life. Alright? In the right direction. Okay. There is one more, this is very much related to it. A lot of people, they are, even they are in study room, they are in training room, or they are in a classroom, or they are at the work, but they are not into the work. They are losing their focus, they are distracting, they are pseudo listeners, they are selective listeners, they are fake listeners. A lot of time and any time, you may be experienced, teacher asks you the question and you say yes, 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 yes. And when I ask you what I'm talking about, I don't know. So it happens. So we need to read more about like what kind of listener you are, right? So sometimes we are selective, pseudo, and we fall into the cases of listening. Listening doesn't mean that I'm listening and I'm quiet, listening very carefully. No, it's not listening. Listening is the deepest. When you're listening, it must be a deepest listening. While your deepest listener, even you are not moving, okay? You are more than 100% attentive to the thoughts. And if you feel like I'm distracted, just put your feet down and come back. Okay, it happens, because it's a habit again. Like reading habits come into your life, you become addicted of reading once you read. If you can't read, Read more, right? Like listening is also a practice. Practice means doing something again and again in the right direction. Sometimes we do the wrong practice and we do it again and again, and we develop a bad habit. Because habits are something, even you're not developing a habit, but still you're developing a habit. Like if you're not planning for success, you're planning for the failure. So we need to develop great habits in our life. It's also, again, it's a process that helping you develop great habits. Because as a human being, we are totality of total habits. What kind of habits do you have? Your personality is reflecting, okay, because of your habits. What kind of habits do you have? So you need to question yourself, what kind of habits? And do your habits helping you to achieve what you want to become, which I talked in the beginning, okay? Are helping you to achieve that, what you want to become? Like walking every day for a couple of hours or 1 hour is a habit. It doesn't need motivation. Reading like Bill Gates, reading like Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or the Warren Buffett, they averagely like they read 300 to 400 pages a day. Even Elon Musk can read 2 books a day. And he's reading habits like this. He developed from his childhood. So, like your course outline books are not important. One more purpose I want to share right now, and I really need to question just one thing. Yes, please. Okay.
Sir, as you were talking about the focus, because there are many factors that divert us. So there is important thing that is focus. How to focus? How to avoid those factors
Get
which
connected,
divert us?
yes, get connected with your goal, with your mission, with your dream. And again, you need that motivation to stay connected with your goal and mission. What I've been doing, like I've been like talking to myself like in a mirror work can play a pivotal role. And I have written my goal on top of my mirror because multiple times I go on the dressing table and I just get fresh and I see into it. So I'm very much connected with that mirror. So I have written down like over there. So it helps me to remind me again and again like you are connected with this goal, you are connected with this mission. Again, this is a deliberate effort. So if you are getting diversion, you are feeling distracted, it means you are not connected with your goal or with the mission what you want to achieve in your life. So it's again, it's a deliberate effort. We have to refine it every day. We have to see in a mirror, or you can write it up on a page and you can deploy it in your room. Okay, it will help you. Or the place where you go again and again, and you feel like you spend more time over there, it must be over there. It's all about deliberate effort. It's like get you connected with your goal. If you're not connected, then you get diverted, then you get distracted. So it's again this effort. You get more focused, and you need to know like how many things you do in a day, and get connected with those activities. It will help you to get, because focus comes with discipline. It is not something like it's coming from divinity or it's coming from some knowledge. No. All right. It's again, it needs to be more connected with it, right? Yes. More question.
How the desire is connected
Okay,
with
I have talked to more persons. Yes, talking about desire.
About the outcome of your resilience. What is the role of resilience to achieve your desired goal? Resilience. You are talking about more about resilience, I think.
Yeah. What my point is, this is one thing like is keeping me alive with talking to the people and getting more and more consciousness, okay, and like getting and managing to the next level. So I told you like what one thing has hurt you in your life, and you can see that. You can see that again happening around you. And you don't want people like to experience the same what you have been through. Like I had bad relationships in my life. I talked a lot about relationship. It helped me more to get more connected with my goal. Your goal is not connected with money. Earning money is a wrong focus. Developing skill and connected with that, right? And what you really love to do. You know, you're actually talking about the passion. Passion is something what you love to do. You're not getting money. Okay, people are not appreciating you. People say, hey, why are you doing this? It's like, it never works. How many people started off and they've been trying to do this and they couldn't achieve anything in their life by doing this, but you are still happy. Okay? You are still happy. And you are doing it for long hours, for hours and hours and hours and hours. And you never get bored. You not get bored. You feel more happy. The more you do, the more you feel happy in your life. Alright? And even you're not being paid off of this. I mean, you're being paid off less. But you still feel great. Alright? So that's what your real desire is. It will help you to stay alive. It will, because remember, missionaries have no lifestyle. If you have a mission, you have no lifestyle. You may be, you put on very ordinary clothes, or you don't have a big car, you live in a big house, because you're a missionary. You want to help people because you love people. And you only can love people, like Sir says, once you're connected with yourself. Connection means the things you love to do. Don't think like you will get money from it. It doesn't matter. It will come back. It will make you laugh, otherwise you will be just a rich person. Yes, more questions? Yes, let's have a question and answer session. Yes, that's good.
So you had a great discussion about reasonable and unreasonable, and then the mindset, entrepreneur, and some other things. The question arises is, when you have a dream and definitely becomes a goal and a mission, then you are going after the success. So isn't it become the fixed mindset when you are running after a goal and you are running after the success?
Your dream is not personal. I told you maybe after this. Dream is not personal. It's about people. Like one guy, we had a meeting. I could interact with a guy. He's so much successful. He has a lot of money. Things are successful. And he's staying alone at home. And he's getting bored now. He had a great job. Grade 21, 22, 3, I don't know. But he's getting old. Why? Because he was not connected with an impersonal dream. He was connected with a personal dream. Personal dream is like you have a big job, a lot of money, salary, kids are happy. Because you are just thinking about a group of people. You are not thinking universally, right? So dream impersonally. Dream about people. Dream about making them successful. You will never get that. Is a really adventurous job. So asked me last night, what's the difference between people of USA and other part of the world? That's a big difference. So the difference is people there, they are adventurous. They love to do something about it. Even they don't want to be appreciated. It's definitely a human instinct, we want to be appreciated. But the biggest appreciations come from your inner soul. It never comes from outside. It comes from inside. You know, impersonal dream, remember, success is not personal. It's not about you. It's about making other people successful. You will see your life will be so amazing. And I'm making sure you're going to be Nobel Prize. Because I do world class, so I help people to become world class. This is my mission. This is my vision. Right? You're going to be Nobel Prize. Congratulations. If you're going to be connected with impersonal dream. And your responsibility, again, is not personal. You are not just responsible just for your financial number, your family, and the people you have around you. You are responsible for this whole world. I'm really talking against the wind and against the philosophy of personal success. I believe in success is also very much impersonal. It's not about you. It's about making other people successful. Once you help people, that's the best aroma you can have in your life. It will mesmerize you. It will give you a real satisfaction. Try it. Yes, sir.
So, how can you correlate your dreams with the basic necessity of life? As you know that we are striving our best 24/7.
You're still there like how will I get money from a family?
You will fail or recover.
Yeah, we need to learn entrepreneurship. That you read at least 2 books about entrepreneurship. At least 1 book, right? 1 book, everyone, it is mandatory for all of us, right, to read at least 1 book or at least 10 articles about entrepreneurship. It will help you to manage your personal things. Don't worry. Because people are so, it's a level of insecurity. I don't know where my money comes from, seriously. But I don't know where it comes from. A lot of resources come in my life because I think about people's life. And I don't know where the money is coming from, because it's coming.
And
opinion, this is an exceptional case.
Yes, that you mean?
In my opinion, 95% people are striving to fulfill their basic needs of life.
Like a
As
Maslow
per,
hierarchy
as
of
per
needs.
my survey.
It's a mindset, but you know. Earning money just for your bread and butter, I think like you can do it.
In my opinion, it is important.
Yeah, success is, it's a long journey. Okay, so don't wait like if you're going to do something and tomorrow you will get a little prize and you jump this off. Yeah, sometimes I earn a lot of money, sometimes I don't. And you have the big role model here at the university. Plus you become a brand. Today's world is really suffering from one biggest task, one biggest problem, challenge. Don't use word problem. Problem means I'm rejecting myself. So always replace your word problem with situation, opportunity, and challenge. Right now, just try, opportunity, situation, and challenge. Don't use word problem. Problem means I'm rejecting. It's a negative word. Maybe is a negative word. I should do it is a negative word. Hope is a negative word. So first, eliminate all the negative words from your life. So you have the biggest role model here. So the first thing, the self-promotion and the branding, is becoming the world's biggest challenge for today.
Sir, I want to relate this one that in Maslow hierarchy of need, the extremest level is self-actualization, where you become a brand.
Yes.
Then
you attract unimaginable things in your life. Unimaginable. So it told me most of the things being developed here is all here is a philanthropy work. Right, sir?
Right.
So you're just one decision away from a totally different life. So love work is don't wait for the work. Okay? Don't wait for the work. A lot of people, they are sitting in the offices and they're waiting for the work. I'm sitting in the office, I wait for the work. I wait for the reports. People will come and 5 minutes. I'm feeling pumped up. Okay. So people are waiting for the work. So you're going to go in very practical life after this. So don't wait for the work. Go after the work. Create this mindset. Okay? Like I've been doing this for long in my life. I was sitting in an office and I was waiting. My boss used to give me a call. Hey, what the heck are you doing? I asked you do this and that. Just check out your email. I was sleeping, taking a cup of coffee. Okay. So I was waiting for the work. Don't wait for the work. Go after the work. And I developed this habit. And whenever my boss gave me work, I did my work. And I removed a chair from my office. I was chairless in my room. Always I'm in a hurry. I'm always, pumping myself hey, I gotta do this. I developed this habit to do more and more work. More and more work. And I didn't wait for the work. I completed my assignment, completed my task, and went to the boss office. Sir, it's done. How can I help you more? Okay, second time again. My boss said, okay, go back to your office. I'm floating up some more work for you. He floated more work on email. I get it done within no time because I love to do work. It's natural, right? Develop this habit to work more and more in your life. Because more work will create more productivity. And more productivity will bring more happiness into your life. I done my work, I went back to the office and said, sir, look, it's not anything else. He said, okay, just stay back to your office. I'm just going more work. And just after half day, my all work was done. And I asked so I was always after my boss. Always after my boss. I've been always after my work. After a few months, my boss was after me. Here we have created a certain environment. We hire a person who can I lead. We don't need a person who can lead me. So like the top organizations, I had a great talk with Jack Ma, the great companies of the world. They are hiring people who can replace them after 2 years. If you're not replacing your boss after 2 years, you are not learning. And I can give you bazillion, trillion dollar formula. If you want to replace your boss, learn all your boss work. Like he is giving you lots of work. Write down. What kind of activities he's giving you? Write down, make a list. You will see like what kind of work is coming from the boss desk, and you will learn everything. I'm telling you a story. The conference happened in the United States of top $1 million, the $1 million CEOs. They were invited into that conference, and they were asked, "How did you start your work?" Because like the top $100 million salary people, different CEOs and CEOs and CFOs, they all started their work as a janitorial staff in their companies. And once they were asked, like, how did you become, you started your job just in $50, $100, and now you're getting $1 million. How did you make it possible? He said it was so simple. 1,000 people, they had the same answer. Once I was a janitorial staff, I learned my boss work. He was assistant to the administrative person. I learned his work. And one day he was not there at the work, so I performed his duties. And then I was replaced with him. And then I started to learn my boss work, my next boss work. So I learned everything, what he was doing at his desk at his office. I learned that work. And one day his seat was vacant and I got his job. And this way, I started off work as a janitorial staff, so I've been learning my boss work, and next boss, and next boss, and one day I got the opportunity, it took just 20 years or 15 years to become CEO of that company. I met here in Pakistan, the national sales manager of that great company here. It's a fast-moving goods company. So I asked him, so what's your qualification? We were having a cup of coffee after the training. He told me, I never completed my school. I've been just learning about sales. I joined this company as a spot seller. I was assisting and helping the salesperson. And I was just a loader along with the tempo. And I learned, I connected, I made the relations with everyone like in the market. And now I'm a sales manager or the country sales manager. It's not education, it's just a skill. Selling is a skill. It's the best top skills, maybe the IT skills is paying you more because today's world is totally different. So you need to see like which rank is making more money. So you got to do where the money is. So search it out. Like you will create a lot of resources around. First you need to read about entrepreneurship, right? One article is enough, right? You will look like what's your direction, like what you need to learn more. Again, you can learn more if you learn more and more. Okay, so about the work, you can go after the work, don't wait for the work. And you are born to work, even you're getting salary or not. On a dinner last night, we had an agreement on it, like we agreed on two things, like we need to instill in everybody. Number one, everybody need to develop a habit of becoming volunteer. Need to become volunteer in life. And what was the second one, sir? I forgot that. The second one?
Learning, continuous learning.
Continuous learning. Yes, there was more regulated. So this is the best attitude you can develop in your life. Become a volunteer. Don't worry about it. I know a guy, later on, he became minister here in Pakistan. I said, how do you become minister? How do you become like on this position? He said, I had a habit, I was not educated, I was so poor, and I had lots of free time because I was not interested in school. So I stayed home all the day. So I started to help people in my streets. I used to give them errands, like buying them vegetables or other things. So the different people, the different ladies, they used to call me, hey, we have this book, so I did it free of cost for everyone. Like if you want to become a teacher in US or Australia or somewhere, so your first 3 years you have to give your volunteer work. Like in the top organizations in the world right now, they are not hiring leaders, because they don't need position holders, they need leaders. So they are hiring such kind of leaders if they have worked in community for more than less than 6 months, free of cost. Because what's your level of motivation? Is money is your motivation level, so you can't perform? Because many times you won't have money. You need to come up with ideas. So you need to develop this habit of volunteerism. So work is totally volunteer. So if you will become more successful person in your life, so personally, we already have discussed about Dr. Mianwali. She never charged. She had a lot of funds, like she collected, but she never traveled in with a private car or something. No, she never used any luxury. She's been using like other people. She's been like go through tunnels and mountains and helping people by providing them nutrients like in the medications and other things. She had money. She was used to eat just once in a day. She was living in 10 by 10 room. She had only 2 suits, which she never ironed. She was used to wash herself. Okay, and then one more person you can talk about the Marie Curie, but I was notified that it's the last moment. Let me need to conclude it. So there is a lot of knowledge and skill. This is the last thing, like because you need to grow up with the law of knowledge and skill. So always try something different. So fail early, fail often, and learn quickly. And if you are failing forward, that's best thing for you. Always fail forward. Right? Fail early, fail often, and fail forward. And always grow in your life. On your right life, if there is a knowledge, and your left there is a skill. So knowledge and skill. Always move in your life with knowledge and skill. Knowledge and skill. Always remember, like this could help you really, not just yourself, because life is a gift, and you would reflect with a positive energy over the other people. Thank you very much for your time. I know your time is so valuable, and I really appreciate for receiving everything and embracing life. And I'm pretty sure like we all are aligned, like making this world so beautiful and most conducive. And thank you very much for the faculties, like they really tolerate because we already know everything, but we just are here together to get well connected, like with our mission, with our dream and goal. Again, it's not about you, it's for the people. Thank you very much for everybody for coming here.